Hello, it's Lindsay and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I don't know why this setup looks so weird right now. It looks like I'm about to film an apology video, but that's not what's happening. I literally look like I'm about to apologize for doing like something horrible, like the way this setup is right now. I'm not, but anyway. So it's currently 11:30 p.m. at night, obviously. So I finally found time where I'm by myself in the apartment. Two of my roommates are home, one is out, so I'm actually by myself for the first time in a while. So I figured, if I'm not gonna film now, I'm not gonna get a video out in a while. So it's 11:30 and I'm filming a video. Okay, this is not the point of the video, but I just want to share this. I just got back from Rowan had this night dedicated to like old Disney Channel songs, and I obviously had to go. And look what I got. I'll go get it. Okay, look. I got this like pennant thing. I literally don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but here it is. Isn't it so cute? You could have gotten like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Wizards of the Place, Hannah Montana, iCarly, all of those things. Anyway, it's so cute, and I got to make slime. Yeah, that's basically it. I just thought it was so cool. I literally had so much fun. I mean, you could make me do anything, but if I'm singing old Disney Channel songs, like I'm gonna be in a good mood, you know? Anyway, back to the point of this video. I feel like there needs to be a real talk, you know? I feel like people are talking about this more, but it needs to be like, this, you know? So here's how this all came about in my mind. I don't like to talk about my problems a lot. I don't like to appear weak for whatever reason. And being sad doesn't mean you're weak, I know that, but for some reason I don't like people's sympathy. I don't know why. But recently I have been communicating my insecurities and anxieties more. And I found out a lot of people are having the same exact issues. A lot of people are thinking the same exact things. And it just makes me feel more comforted to know I'm not alone in certain things. So if I can help someone else feel not alone, I thought I should do that. So in this video, I'm gonna somehow break down thoughts that go on in my mind that I've noticed other people have and just share how everyone's thinking them, which probably means they're not true. So anyway, let's get started. So first, I am pretty insecure about the way I look. I get bad acne. I don't want to jinx it, so it's not better than it's been the last couple of months. It's not better. I mean, I'm constantly insecure about my acne because when there's things on your face, like people don't find them attractive, and how can you not be insecure? Like everyone's going through it, like everyone has it. Like, can we just like normalize it? Even though it is kind of normalized, but you know what I mean. Stop viewing it as an imperfection, you know? Another thing I'm insecure about, my face is not symmetrical. Everyone tells me they don't see it, but like obviously I stare at my face more than anyone else, and it's hard not to see it. This eye is like smaller and like lower than this one. My eyelids do two different things. Like my nose kind of goes this way, my mouth is kind of on this side. And obviously, like, I know other people aren't looking at my face as closely as I am, but like I noticed these things and it's hard not to think about them. So like with that, I'm constantly worried that I'm just like not pretty enough. I have a big face and it kind of makes me look like fat sometimes, I think. But like, see, this is what's going through my mind, and I know other people would think I would never think that. I've never thought that in my life. But like that's like kind of the point of this video. No one's thinking that about you. You're only thinking about that about yourself. I've never looked at anyone else and been like, their face isn't symmetrical. You know? I've never thought, oh, their acne is so ugly. Like, you're the only one thinking that about yourself. I'm constantly insecure about my body. I think my hips are too big, that my stomach isn't flat, that I don't have a six-pack. Constantly insecure about that. Trigger wording for eating disorders. I got really bad with that during season 1 of quarantine. I didn't realize it was happening when it happened, but I would think, okay, how do you get fat? You eat too much, so I should stop eating. That's the way my mind worked, but that's not how it works. You need to eat better things. You should actually add more food to your meals, but more foods that are like good for you. You're not supposed to stop eating, and I come a long way to understand that, but I'm good now. Don't worry about me. Basically, with all of that is the reason I think my stomach isn't flat enough, because I see people on Instagram and that their stomachs are flatter and they're getting more attention from guys, and they're getting more attention from people, more followers, and they're getting people on TikTok just blow up just because they're pretty. I've noticed, I mean, they don't go viral, but I've noticed the TikToks where I have makeup on and I'm like dressed up, they do better than the ones where I just am casual, have no makeup on, and like this. So yeah, comparison is difficult to just stop doing, but keep in mind that photos you're seeing, they are not real. I'll admit I have used Facetune to get rid of acne and to whiten my teeth. The pictures you're seeing are not real. See, these are things that I'm always thinking about, so you're not alone if you're thinking them too. Next, I want to talk about some intrusive thoughts that I have. I don't know if they would be intrusive thoughts, more like anxieties, you know what I mean? Like constant worries I have, which again, I've heard a lot of my friends say that they think these things too sometimes. So again, you're not alone and no one's actually thinking these things about you. The first one, I get nervous that I'm being too loud. I tend to get excited when I'm telling a story. My laugh is really loud. I get nervous that I'm like, oh my God, are these people thinking, can she shut up already? Kind of going along with that, I think, am I talking too much? Like, am I talking too much about myself? Should I be asking more about them? Are they sitting there thinking, oh my God, this girl won't shut up? There's one person in my life that tells a lot of stories and long stories with unnecessary details, and other people in my life have noticed that, and we've talked about it, and this has been going on since I was little. It's my grandma. I was trying not to expose her, but sorry if you're seeing this. It's my grandma, and my family has talked about that. She sometimes tells unnecessary details. So ever since I was little, I've had that in my brain that, oh my God, am I telling unnecessary details? Like, I'll be like, I think it was Thursday, and I'll be like, wait, that wasn't important. Like, why did I tell them it was Thursday? Like, that wasn't, like, Lindsay, wrap up the story, like, go faster, like, you gotta keep it interesting. And so ever since I was younger, like, I've had that thought in my mind, you just told an unnecessary detail, like, just pick it up, like, no one's interested in your story, like, you've been talking too much. And that's what goes on in my brain, even though I would hope no one's thinking that. I mean, it's very possible that sometimes that I do talk too much, but, like, no one's thinking it as much as I am. At least I hope not. Okay, this is like a big one that I've talked to a lot of my friends about recently, and I thought I was the only one having this issue. Apparently a lot of people, mostly girls, are thinking this nowadays. I am terrified that I'm not gonna get married. Terrified! Because, well, especially, let me put this in perspective for you. I am almost 20. My half birthday was like last month. So I am 19 and a half. In those 19 and a half years, I have not found someone that wants to date me, or I have not had a boyfriend yet. So you're telling me in 19 and a half years, I can't find someone that even wants to date me, but somehow within the next 10 years-ish, I'm supposed to find someone that wants to marry me? That logic just doesn't make me feel good. I don't like those odds. No. Even people that I'm friends with that have had boyfriends, they're like still worried that they're not gonna get married. Like, we all have this thought that it's just not gonna happen for us, which I don't know where that came from, but I'm just absolutely terrified of it, if I'm being completely honest. I am someone that wants to get married and have a family and have kids. So, yeah, that's scary. On top of that, I'm worried I'm not gonna be able to have kids. That's just a thought that's in the back of my mind. In so many shows, you see them struggling to have kids or someone being like infertile, and I'm like, oh my God, what if I am? Like, that's so scary. It sucks having a uterus sometimes. Well, a lot of the time. It's so scary that, like, they say your eggs, like, die around 35-ish, or, like, they start to, like, you don't have as many. And I'm like, I'm 19 right now. Like, you're telling me within 10 years or so, I'm supposed to be figuring out my life, and I need to have kids that soon? Because, like, I want to, like, do stuff after college, but then I need to be getting my life started, apparently, or else I'm not going to be able to have kids. It's so stressful. I worry about this all the time. Okay, the last one. I know a lot of people think this one. I've seen it all over TikTok. My For You page knows that I think this, and they show me all these TikToks. I am constantly worried that people secretly hate me. Even my closest friends, I'm like, oh my God, I'm annoying them, and they're talking shit behind my back. I know they are. Am I, like, asking them to hang out too much and they feel obligated? Are they just giving me pity laughs at my jokes? I'm constantly worried about that, and I don't know why. I don't know where that comes from, but it makes me feel comforted that I know other people are thinking it too, and that also makes me realize that I need to show my friends that I am not annoyed with them, and because they're probably thinking the same thing I am. Any of my friends, if you're watching this, no, I'm not annoyed with you and I don't hate you. Yeah, I think that all the time. It's always been a fear of mine. Anyone that I've ever cheered with, anyone that I've ever really come in contact with, that I spent a decent amount of time with, I'm worried that they're secretly talking shit about me behind my back. And not even just like, oh, she was kind of annoying today, because I'm sure I'm annoying. I'm sure it's happened. There's no way it couldn't have. But, like, actually, like, oh, we don't know how to get rid of her. That kind of thing, you know what I mean? This is what goes on in my mind. Because then it's so difficult. Because I try so hard to be like, no, you are confident. You don't need anyone to like you. Who cares? And sometimes I am like that. I really kind of care less if people like me sometimes. Other times I do. And I don't know how to turn it on and off. Because it's so easy to say I don't care and that it doesn't affect me, you know? But then it does. It's hard not to. That's what's going on inside my brain. I'm also that person that's like, when the teacher takes attendance, did I just say here like really weird? Like, oh my god, that was so weird how I said it. Did my voice sound weird? And literally, I have never once in my entire life heard someone say here and thought about it later and been like, wow, they said that weird. For some reason, every time I say it, I'm like, that was weird. I said it weird. My voice sounded so weird. Also, oh my god, I don't think anyone else thinks this. I really don't. I think this is really just a me one. I have this weird fear that when I speak in class, I am gonna like sound like this and have to go like, oh, sorry. Like I like get so worried about having to do that. I don't know why. Like I'm constant in class or like really anywhere. I'm constantly clearing my throat, going to like double check that it's not like that it doesn't need to be cleared so that when I speak it doesn't sound weird. I'm always so nervous about that. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. It's because in my 8th grade math class, I had a cough really badly and I needed to do that, and I had to do it like 7 times, and my 8th grade math teacher like wouldn't move on. Like she kept asking me questions and I kept having to be like, I got 8, and like so yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where that stems from. Yeah, that's what's going on in my brain. I really hope this resonates with someone and is like, oh my god, that's exactly the way I think, to help you understand that it's really not just you. We're all kind of going through the same thing. We're all living the same life, you know? Let me know any other intrusive thoughts that you have or anxieties like this, because I'm sure someone else is going through it too. I'm sure I'm going through it. I'm sure there's so many things I didn't even think about. These are like the big ones, the ones I think about all the time. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope somehow someone out there feels a little calmer about these thoughts. Please like and subscribe. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Lindsay with 2 Ys Kaiser, and I hope that you find something to celebrate today. Bye.